Hey everyone, welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. On to day 8 using this fun sketch from Scrapbooksetc. And today I am going to be documenting my favorite memories from 2018. So I really felt like this sketch with all these little tiny photos was really, this kind of subject was going to be the only way for me to go ahead and do this. I do take a lot of photos at fun places and events that we go to, but I tend to focus in on like one or two of them to document the story. And so I don't actually have a lot of pages I can create with all of these little photos unless it's something like this. So I went ahead and pulled out my Willow Lane collection from Maggie Holmes because I was creating this layout during the Secret Not Secret Kit Club's monthly scrap party in April. And one of the challenges was a really awesome photo of a street art sign from Chicago. And we were supposed to use this really awesome photo to inspire us to create a layout. Now, I'm not sharing that photo with you because these are private parties. Like, you have to be a part of the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. And so, honestly, I don't really think Christina would care, but out of respect to the Kit Club, I'm going to keep the photo a secret. But all you have to do is Google street art, find an inspiration, create a layout off of it. Really, you could copy the challenge, no worries there. So I felt like I knew there was a pattern paper I could play with that would work for it. And so first of all, I'm just going to kind of line them up, look at it to make sure I have the right amount of photos. I have more photos than I need. And I originally am kind of thinking that I'll just make little flip books and I'll get them all kind of put on there. You'll see me kind of change my mind in the end. And I cut it down to these 2 pattern papers. And what I was thinking with using the more plain one is that I could do some mixed media or some sort of something in the background to represent the theme that I was looking for with the challenge. So I was like, okay, I work on that. I'm going to cut all my photos up, and they're photos from throughout the year, starting with New Year's Day with that photo of Jackson and Nora, all the way down to Christmas, which is that bottom photo of Jackson and Nora opening presents. There's a photo of Nora carving a pumpkin. I took a selfie of myself, and I'm going to pick one of those to use. Jackson's new bed is on there, Nora's first birthday, a couple events we took Jackson to, which would have been Paw Patrol and monster trucks. The family photo of us, that was our first family photo, but it was taken on Sean's birthday. There's a photo of Sean and Nora from Canada Day. There's a photo of our new car that we had to buy. There is the photo of when we announced that to Facebook official that we were pregnant, and how excited we were about that. And then there is a photo of Sean and I taken from when we went to a Whitecaps game, which is a soccer team, and that was something we try to do as often as possible. And I believe there is one more that I just touched right there of Sean, Jackson, and I. Now, Nora was with us in this event, but it was too complicated to get her in the photo. But that was when we went to Science World. So and Halloween. There's a Halloween photo of Jackson and Nora. Lots of really fun memories of the year. And I definitely documented probably each one of these photos separately anyways, but it really was just the perfect representation of the year. And I actually haven't done like a yearly wrap up in a long time. Like, I think it's probably been since 2014, maybe 2015 since I've done one. So it's been quite a while. So this was really fun to kind of play around and gather all these photos to be able to just look back and have a quick look at what the year represented for us in 2018. As for the sketch, am very much trying to follow where in the sketch there is an element versus a photo. I kept that exactly the same. I really liked the placement of it. I think that's what my eye was drawn to, was the placement of the elements with the photos and how things are a little wonky. I am pulling out all of the ephemera. You see me pull out I touch every piece of ephemera I had left within this kit, and I look through it. I look through the stickers, I look through the frames, I look through everything, and I pull a bunch of different options. You can see I have the lemon tree, I have a house there, and just lots of things that I feel like for me and my family would represent our idea of the year. So we are homebodies. We like to be at home. We do obviously go out and do things, but for the most part, we're home probably more so than maybe a different family. Sean and I are quite introverted, and so we only go out when we have to, really, or to help get the kids out. But other than that, we like to be at home. So a lot of events happen with us, like fun things that we just do at home. We find fun things to do. And so the house really represented for me that fact that, that's just the way we are. And we embrace it. We're fine with it. I'm sure Jackson would like us to go out a little bit more, but that's why we take him to things. And so the house was kind of what I felt represented that. I liked that cuckoo clock. I kind of feel like that would have represented like the amount of time in passing. I did add that little banner with the bunny, thinking I could like maybe cover up the bunny and do something with that. And you'll see that doesn't stay there. And then what I ended up doing is I did take one of the little interactive elements. I think it's like supposed to be a journaling spot. And what I did is it's a vellum piece. I layered the photo of myself on top of it because it's got this really cute black flourish. And I pulled out the journaling spot, which was this really pretty blue. And I used that to go up above the photo of my car, which is that photo of Jackson, Sean, and myself. And I just used that as a layer. So 2 for 1 there. You can see I put a frame on the photo of Jackson and Nora for New Year's, and I put a frame on the one for my car, and then just added the floral is going to host my title, and it just says Best of 2018. The little phrase above it says Love This Life, and that's a foam sticker, so it's kind of raised a little bit. You can see I did bring in the cuckoo clock. I felt like that worked well. Again, that's a foam, so that one has dimension. And I also, the very bottom one says some type of wonderful. And that is how I feel about 2018. It was a really awesome year. Lots of great things happened. And you can see I'm struggling with that middle piece. So right now it has that dream a little dream. That's going to change. We're going to go ahead and take that out and instead use the word love that I finally come across. It had kind of been ripped off of something because I was going to use it for another project, and it kind of got lost in the flow of things, but I do decide to come back and figure that out. Looking at this though, I feel like everything's just a little off. Nothing's kind of placed and centered, and I'm not getting the grid that I'm trying to go for. So what I end up doing is I'm going to stitch the lines, and I do it in black so it's nice and basically stark, and it just really defines the rows and the lines that I'm trying to go with. And I really feel like that helps. So you're going to see that in a second, along with how I've been in this middle one that you see me working with right now. I added these little tabs thinking I could just journal there. I don't really like the way that looks. So what happens though is when I go to pick those up, they are actually quite sticky stickers, which is different because normally they're not normally that sticky, and some of them are and some of them aren't. But I kind of ruined the tabs themselves, and I really ruined that purple one. So I cut that purple one in kind of just the little flourish I put on top of the photo of Nora and her birthday, because you can see the TV in the background. So I just kind of covered that up there. And then the bottom of it, I'm going to put under the word love. And I believe I add one more little sticker above that in yellow. And that just added one more pop of yellow because of the yellow frame. It needed something, some sort of anything. And I go ahead and do that. I believe that sticker says these are the days. Again, I feel like that works really well for, a yearly wrap-up review type layout. And I'm just going to place everything back down. I don't put a lot of layers on the photos. A few of them get a couple special little layers of pattern paper and stuff. But yeah, guys, that does it for this layout. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to check out the finished layout here, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another grid and square style layout. Bye everyone!